Hey everyone, my name is Amanda Tinto and I am the owner of the Determined Mom Virtual Assistant Service, and I also have a lot of things going on, but I also have a master class for mastering your credit score. So I have a lot of interests and variety of things that I do. I do want to share with you today Trello and go over how you can actually maximize pretty much everything in your life, put it on Trello, stay organized, everything even down to your grocery list. So I just want to go over the basics of Trello and then also go into some different ways that you can use it for yourself. So this is my Trello account. I have a lot of different boards, as you can see, and I love doing the backgrounds for the boards. So I haven't done all of them yet, but that's one of the first things that I do. And when I create a board, so let's go ahead and dive into what Trello actually is. Trello is a kind of like an idea management system, I would say. You can use it for anything from business to goal tracking, to-do list, grocery list. I use it for groceries all the time. So my favorite board is my to-do list for today, and I basically have all of these different lists that you can put on your board every day. So I have a list for my morning ritual, which I can check off, which I did most of these things already today. And you can check it off and it'll tell you that you're done 5 out of 5 things, which is awesome. So I'm just going to use this board to show you some things. So in order to add a list or add one of these to your board, you actually just click on add list, and if we had a third, or I should say an 8th day of the week, we'll call it 8th day, that would be here. So you literally just type it in and it pops up here. You can add to it, you can add a card, you can add members. So let's say I wanted to add my husband to this. You can search here for the people that are on this board. You can add a card, you can copy it. What I did here was I just copied them, and then that way I just changed the name. So a lot of the things that I do every day are pretty much the same. So let's say I want to add my grocery list here, even though I have it on another day. So we're going to add groceries, and then I'm just going to double click on groceries after I've added it, and you can add a checklist. So this is going to be, I actually break mine down by store. So I'm going to put Winco, and then I'm going to add another checklist, and I'm going to put Trader Joe's, because those are the stores that I like to shop at. And then you can literally just add items. So avocados. Let's see, maybe not avocados, I don't know, milk. And then as you're in the store, you can check it off on your phone. Trello has an amazing mobile app. I actually think I used it on mobile first because it's super amazing. So you can scroll back over here. I have daily exercises in here. This is my actual grocery list, so I have lots of different stores and all of the items that I get from all of those stores in there. Check it off. I also have things that I have to do every day. You can, let's say this thing I don't do anymore, so let's say you want to delete something, you can actually archive it, and then it will just be kind of in the background, and then if you want to delete it, you can actually delete it too, but I'm just going to archive it, and then you can actually delete it from here if you wanted to delete that. So, and then let me go back to the Trello boards. So I also have a class that I'm creating, which I told you about, my master class. So this is all of my steps in the modules that I need to take care of and everything that I need to work on. So a lot of this is actually done, but I just haven't moved it yet. And you can see here, this tells me who is on the board. So my husband and I share this board. as well as some other boards that we work on together. So that's another thing that's really nice about Trello, is that you can actually collaborate with people. I use it, like I said, I'm a virtual assistant, so I use it a lot for my clients, and I use, I assign other people to the boards and things like that. So I think it's amazing. If you are in business and you do any kind of marketing on Facebook, I highly suggest that you put your group promo days in here. Creating a board like this is amazing for, just kind of keeping track of which days are what promo days in which groups. So a lot of groups have, let's say Wednesday is a day that everybody lets you post whatever you want in their group. Thursday, Friday. What I've done here is I've actually created a board, and then I just literally link to the group. And then that way I can go through every day and put my whatever promotion that I have going on at that point in those groups. So that's pretty handy. Some other things that you can do with Trello is setting goals. So you can do business, personal, family, income, those kind of goals. I'm going to go back to the board. I'm going to just hit Trello. I also have an agenda that I've set up by month, and I'm going to move May over here because it's now June. So these are all of my goals for the month of June, and I also have birthdays on here. So when I need to send the card, I need to send it to my best friend from elementary school at the end of the month, because our birthday is at the beginning of July. So this really helps in keeping track of things. I also have these things in my planner, but I like to get reminders on things. So actually, this is a good time to talk about reminders. You can actually set reminders. So I need to send this birthday card to Janelle at the end of the month. So I'm going to set myself a reminder. Her birthday is on July 8th. So I live all the way across the country from her. So I think I need to get it in the mail. This is Sunday. They don't get mail. So I think I would need to get it in the mail by at least Monday to get it there by Saturday. So I'm going to set it for July 2nd. And I'm going to save it. And that's actually going to put a little timer here, a little clock. And it's going to say it's due on July 2nd. So what's going to happen is I'll get a little notification up here, and I'll also get an email that tells me that something is due, or, I need to take care of it. So that's pretty cool. That's one of my favorite things about Trello, is that you can really kind of keep yourself accountable. Another thing that is great to track is going to be ideas. I have a lot of different course ideas. These are my husband's course ideas. These are my course ideas. Different things like that you can track. And I also keep track of client work in these. I have different boards for different clients that I have outstanding work to do for them. So that's pretty cool. I also like using the scheduling, I guess you could say, for that as well, because it's very helpful in reminding you to do things. Resources are also great. I do have a board that I have for virtual assistant resources there's so many different things that we use. But if I ever have a client that wants to use a different setup for their podcast, for example, I have different resources for things like that. Everything from, blogs to anything that we would use. It's a great way to kind of keep your own little library of resources. Some other things that you can do are wish lists. So using this for things that you want for your home. I really don't have too much that I want because I'm not super materialistic, thank goodness. But I do have some books that I want. I want to upgrade our electricity to wind power. We're at 50% right now. I want to go to 100. It's just on my to-do list. So then we have also one more that I want to share with you is trip planning. So if you wanted to plan a trip, you're going to break your trip down into the different boards, and then you can literally put your options in here. Something that's really cool about Trello as well is that you can add attachments. You can, like I said, add checklists, labels, members, and you can just drag and drop pictures and things like that. It gives you a lot of different options. So I'm going to go ahead and go into my Google Drive, and I am going to, it looks like I have a lot more folders than I actually do for some reason. I'm just going to go in here, and I'm going to drop in this document here. I'm going to move that over. So I'm going to drop that in here. So now, let's say that was a flight planner or something or other. I'm going to drop that in there, and it's going to show up. So when you go here, you can see that there's a little attachment here, which is awesome. So I think that concludes the overview of Trello. If you don't use Trello already, I highly recommend it. Oh, one other thing, I left this one blank so I could show you how to change the background. This is my freebie idea and my idea board, I should say. To change the background, it's super simple. So you can either do colors, which I think is boring, or you can do the gorgeous free photos that they give you. So there are many here. So for this, I might put in free and see what comes up. I like this one, free. It's definitely a free kind of photo. So love it. And that's really all there is to it. And then you just close this, and there's my board. And then when I go back to the main part, you're going to see that is going to be scaled down a little bit. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial on Trello, and I hope that you can use it to keep track of your life, personal, business, blog, anything that you do. I hope that you can use it and keep track of it, and it will benefit you.